Hello, my dear students. Myself, Mr. Mangesh Bale. I'm working as an assistant professor at Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce, and Science College, Jawar, Palghar. So, in the previous lecture, we have seen the sampling of solids. Okay, into the today's lecture, we are going to see the size reduction of that solid samples. Okay, actually, sampling of solids is more tedious and difficult than the sampling of gases and liquids. Okay, this is because of the heterogeneity of that sample material, solid sample material. Why heterogeneity? Because of into the solid samples, the particle size of the sample will not same. Okay, because some particles available in very bigger size, or you can say in the lumps, and some particle available in fine particle. Okay, that's why the sampling process in case of solids will be very difficult one. So in the size reduction of solid samples, the gross sample is prepared is reduced to suitable size for analysis. Gross sample. In the first lecture of this sampling chapter, we have seen the gross. What is the gross sample? What is the definition of that? The sample prepared by mixing the increments is called as gross sample. We have seen the tablet example. Okay. So the gross sample is prepared by, or you can say is reduced by suitable size for analysis purpose. This involves both reduction as well as particle size and bulk size. That means both particle size also the reduce and bulk size also the reduce. Particle size when we reduce at every time, but the bulk size, that means whatever sample we have collected from particular area, okay, that whole bulk also we are going to reduce with the help of different methods. The gross sample is powdered to a core size and mix. When we make a powder to actually particular core size and then we'll mix. This is done by using a ball mill and grinder. This is only possible when with the help of when we grind that whole bulk material collected from the area. Okay, and we will mix it properly by ball mill. The, the sample size is then reduced by actually three methods. First method is coning and quartering, second rolling and quartering, and third one is the long pile and alternate shovel method. So first we will see the coning and quartering method. So the procedure of this, the gross sample material is crushed into a suitable mesh size and keep into pile or conical shape. That means whatever gross sample we have made, okay, mixing the increment, after the mixing the increments, then that material, or you can say small bulk material, we can keep into the conical shape. Okay, in conical shape, or you can say in pile. See the figure, this is the bulk material, right? Okay, the bulk material we have kept in conical shape. Okay, in conical shape. Actually, this is the first figure. Okay, this is the first, then this is second. Both the figure will be the same. Okay, In both the figures, first we are made the conical shape of the bulk material. This is the bulk material conical shape. Okay, now second point, the cone is then pressed from its apex or top of conical shape with the help of broad shovel. Okay, see the conical shape. When we press, this is the apex or the top of that conical shape. When we press from the apex with the help of broad shovel, what will happen? A circular layer is obtained. Okay, circular layer is obtained, and on that circular layer, or you can say disc of that layer, when we draw two perpendicular line, these are the two perpendicular line, it will convert into the four quarters, right? That process is called as what? Quartering. Now third point, this gives circular layer of material from top side of conical shape material, which is then divided into four equal quarter by drawing two perpendicular line on this circle. The step is called as quartering. Just we have seen the four quarter will be obtained, that will be the quartering process. Now one pair of opposite side is discarded and other two opposite sides of quarter will be mixed to form a new cone. Okay, when we repeat this process several times until a sample of suitable size is obtained. Okay, then we will see the again figure. We have made a quarter by drawing the two perpendicular line. Okay, then see in the both the figures, in this figure two opposite sides they have rejected. In above also these opposite two sides they have rejected, that or can say discarded, and two opposite sides they have mixed again. After mixing up that two opposite side, the small cone is obtained. Okay, this small cone also we are going to again make a small cone, then again press from the top of that cone with the help of broad shovel, again draw the perpendicular line, then opposite two part will be rejected and two opposite part will be selected, that we are going to keep as a analysis sample. Okay, this is the coning and quartering process. Okay, when you do this same treatment, this sample size also reduces and the bulk material also will get reduces. Okay, now we will see the second method, that is rolling and quartering process. Quartering just we have seen, now we will see the rolling process. In the rolling and quartering method, the sample is uniformly spread on a square polythene sheet placed on a table. That means in this case, first of all we have to take a broad size table. On that table we can take a square polythene sheet, just like our handkerchief, bigger size. Okay, bigger size polythene sheet, square polythene sheet we are going to take. Okay, and on that polythene sheet we are going to spread our bulk material. That means whatever sample we have collected from the particular area, that whole sample, or you can say bulk material, will be spread over that table, or you can say polythene sheet. The spread material on table mixed by carefully lifting. After this spreading all the bulk material, that will be lifting one end of the polythene sheet and pulling it towards the opposite end of the sheet. This process makes sample particle roll over one another and hence name rolling. That means when we keep what when we keep the spread material on table, below that our square polythene sheet is there. Okay, when we lifting one end, okay, towards another end, at that time what will happen, the sample or bulk material will get roll over one another, okay, towards the center of that polythene sheet. Again, do the opposite two ends of that polythene sheet, then whole bulk material will be collected at the center of that polythene sheet. Okay, that whole process is called as what, rolling process. Okay, this step is repeated other two ends of the polythene sheet until the homogeneous material is obtained. Okay, that means all the four end of that polythene sheet, when we lifting towards one another, then the whole sample will, whole bulk material will be coming into the center. At that time it will come on rolling process. Okay, this homogeneous mixture is spread uniformly into disc or square polythene sheet. Okay, that means that whole mixtures spread uniformly into a disc or make a disc or square shape or circular shape in on the polythene sheet. This disc divided into the four quarters. Just we have seen in previous method that disc will be divided into the four quarters. Two opposite sides quarters are rejected. This step is known as quartering. Okay, in the quartering process we have seen the four quarters front two sides will be rejected and opposite two remaining sides they have considered as a analysis sample. That process is called as what, quartering. Okay, this is the second method, that is rolling and quartering. In this method the particle size also the reduces and bulk size also the reduces. Okay, now we will see the third method, that is long pile and alternate shovel method. Long pile means what, a conical shape of the bulk material, and alternate shovel in Marathi we can say fauda. Okay, this method is used for ore, sand, clay and industrial bulk, etc. Okay, in this method material arranged in the form of long pile of 15 to 20 feet in the length of shoveling, in the length by shoveling. That means whatever bulk material we have taken from ore, we can say sand, clay or industrial bulk material. Okay, with the help of shoveling we have to made a long pile 15 to 20 feet, then provide the shovel entire length of piled up material, then the piled material is obtained by digging. Okay, that means when we make a straight line of long pile of the our bulk material, then keep the shovel, okay, to the entire length of that long pile. Then by digging process we have to select alternate shovel. Okay, in this long pile shovel material alternate shovel will be selected. Okay, that means when we select first number shovel, then second number shovel we are going to reject, then we have select third number, then fourth number will be rejected. Just like we have to select alternate shovel. Okay, this will be help for what, to reduce by considerable amount. This reduces the considerable amount, that means bulk materials will get reduces and sample particles also will get reduces. If the further reduction is required, then give the same treatment to the sample material. When we select alternate shovel, the bulk material will be converted into 50% smaller one. Okay, 50% we are going to reject. Okay, and at the end we will get the small bulk material, that will be useful for our analysis purpose. Okay, so this is the three methods that will be useful to what reduction of the particle size of the solid material and bulk size also we are going to reduce with the help of these three methods. Okay, thank you.